All right, I'm here with Coach David Hermes from the Edison Chargers. How you doing, David?
Good, how are you, Bryce?
Good, man. 3 weeks in a row for you at state tournaments.
Yeah, it's been a grind.
Yeah, so the high school tournament was the first one. You're the head coach of the Chargers. You guys had a good year. How'd you finish there?
Yeah, team wrestled well. We were young. We had 22 kids on the team, 17 freshmen, sophomores. So, the expectations are always to win. But we knew coming into the season we were going to probably take our lumps. But we were 37-3 in duels. Made it to the state dual finals. Got beat by Genoa, who obviously had a great team this year. And then ended up third at the individual tournament. Qualified 6 kids. The state had 5 placers, and 3 of those kids come back. Get 6 district placers back. So we're looking for some exciting things in the future. Junior high team won the junior high state duels, won the junior high state tournament last weekend here, and we got 15 youth kids battling this weekend. I think we're taking 13 to tomorrow. We only lost 2 today.
Yeah. So it's a family affair.
It is.
The Hermes thing.
Yeah.
So last week you were here. Your 2 sons were wrestling. Your nephew, or your cousin.
2 cousins. Yeah.
2 cousins.
2 sons and 2 cousins.
Yep. And then your other cousin is the head coach.
Yeah,
of the
Jason.
junior high.
Jason's one of the assistants, and Dusty is the head coach.
Yeah. So
a lot of Hermes is running around.
That's so cool, though. I mean, I get to do this with some of my family members.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get caught up in it, but these are like the memories that you and your sons are going to have like for forever.
It is, and it's wrestling's a family sport as it is. You talk about your team being a family, and ours truly is a family. We have, even this weekend, I think there's 5 or 6 cousins down here on the grade school side of things. So it's fun to hang out with the family. Coming to wrestling tournaments is like a family reunion on the weekend, so we get to see everybody.
Yeah, and you got some other family that's working the tournament too.
Yeah.
So awesome, man. Tell me a little bit about your coaching philosophy, because Edison has always been tough. Back when the SBC, Sandusky Bay Conference,
had a great program.
Was I think 8 or 9 teams. Now it's like 104.
Yeah, it's like 22 teams now.
Yeah, but I mean, so you took over the program, and it just
my
seems like
11th year.
Yeah, but things have just been going upward.
It is, and I think I say we always expect to win. We accept losing as long as we get beat by somebody we should. Our kids expect to win, and I think we build a culture where our kids hold each other accountable. And I think that's when you have something. Your kids are fighting for every point, and they're not fighting for me. They're fighting for their teammates. Our kids, we work hard. We work them hard. We're practicing 3.5 hours a day, and they're working hard in the offseason. We got some kids, probably half of our kids, all they do is wrestle. So it's not like there's really no off season.
Yeah,
so,
and that just is becoming a thing in our area.
It is, and I don't promote it. I'm all about kids being 2 and 3 sport athletes. Kids are only in high school once, so I tell our kids, go do something else. In my opinion, you need to do something else. You need a break. I always have to tell my own sons, you need a break. Max is a diehard. He's at it. He'd go every day if he could, but there's nothing wrong with a little rest. There is such thing as too much.
Yeah.
But our kids love the sport. They trust us as coaches. I'm involved in our youth program, so I think our youth kids seeing our high school coaches coach them at this level, nothing's new when they get to be a freshman. They know what we expect. So a lot of high school programs, the kids, that's the first time they see their high school coaches when they walk in the room as a freshman. Our kids see us when they're 4 and 5 years old. So
they see you pretty early too, though, because you're a principal.
I'm the elementary principal, so it's the best recruiting tool I have.
Awesome, man. I just got to tell you something that you said there. You talked about Max, who I've got to watch a lot this year.
Yeah.
And then earlier today, I was watching Abe, and I was watching him warm up, and just like not chemistry, but like you can tell they are close. Brothers.
They've gotten a lot closer than last year. Max is my one that lives and breathes wrestling. He works his butt off. I don't think he won junior high state as a 7th grader. Things didn't go his way last weekend. Lost a tough match in the semifinals. And it was crushing to him because he knows how hard he works. I always say you'll get out of the sport what you put into it, and even then you can't guarantee anything. So it's a humbling sport. Abe, my middle one, is by far the best athlete of the 3. He's just now starting to take it serious, so that's why Max is trying to get him going. He was in the semifinals as a 6th grader last weekend at junior high state, and he's in the semifinals again right now. So he's back-to-back tournaments in the semifinals. And a year ago, he's only ever placed one other time in his whole life. So he's taking it serious, and it's looking good.
Yeah, he's 3-0 today.
Yeah.
So tomorrow he's wrestling.
Yeah, he's back in the semi. So
awesome, man. Hey, I always appreciate that you make time for this. Appreciate what you're doing for the sport of wrestling.
Yeah, I
especially
appreciate what OAC's doing. It's great. These kids doing this it's what's making our sport. Wrestling's, people want to say it's a dying sport, but this is what's going to make it keep going on.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think, one of the things about this is being in this larger venue and then trying, having the tunnel, and especially when finals come, hopefully that gets kids for when they're freshmen,
They
they're
don't freeze up on
they're
the
not
big
freezing
stage.
up or shaking in the tunnel. You know.
It's 6 of our 15 kids, and this is their first time at it. So I was impressed with how they went out and battled first round our 6 and unders and 7 and 8s, because it's a big stage and kids aren't used to being in this environment. So I think this does a great job preparing kids for the future.
Thanks, Davey. I always appreciate it, man. Good luck tomorrow, because we're all done today.
Yeah, thank you.
So, NCAA time, right?
That's right. Watch Go Bucks.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.